Hey, welcome to another video. I've just gone through this massive emotional release this morning and I was in tears. I was breaking down. I was having a really hard time and it just happened before. And I had some insights and I want to share them with you because I feel like this is actually going to help a lot of people. Um, I sort of came to, I was basically facing parts of myself which I absolutely detest, and I realized how hard I've been rejecting them. Now, it's easy to see this in others, but it's really hard to see it in yourself. Um, there are parts of me that is inherently lazy, that doesn't give two craps. There's parts of me that I just detest. Like, I used to be a chronic liar. I've moved past that. I'm actually like dedicated to a truth teller now, but there's still parts of me that judge that. There's parts of me that just have given up, that hate God. There's all these kind of negatives. Okay, so I got a little whiteboard here. I just want to do just an illustration of something that I've seen. And this is what I was talking about earlier with state of being. I remember I was talking about this a lot in my previous videos. If you haven't seen my these videos, I'd recommend going back and having a look. So state of being. Okay. You can think of that kind of like a point of attention. And this state of being is constantly moving. Like if you're feeling really good one day, you're feeling terrible the next day, your state of being is changing. It's changing. It's kind of like its frequency, its bandwidth, it's where it's sitting. If you look at the human psychology, kind of like this circle, right? And we have memories and we have little like beliefs, we have just these energetic pockets all through us. Now, some of them are obviously in the negative. These are things that we detest about ourselves, we judge about ourselves, that we hate about ourselves. These are negative memories. These are hard memories. These are parts of us which hurt. And we really don't like seeing these parts of ourselves. For instance, for me, there was you're lazy, you don't give two craps, you're a chronic liar. Like all these sort of parts of us just sit in this sort of part. And there's a whole bunch of positive stuff too. I love telling the truth. I'm excited about life. I believe in my best good. Maybe I have memories of these things all sitting in here reinforcing. So these are all the energy points in us. You can see it like a ball, right? Just full of these little dots. Now, your state of being is this point of attention that kind of wanders. And maybe my state of being is I'm feeling really excited today. I'm feeling really good. I'm up here. Now, the closest memories and associations to that point of in your state of being, these are going to be fresh in your mind. These are going to be coming to you easily. Maybe I'm lucky, because my state of being today is high, I'm closest to I'm lucky. And I start to get to experience I'm lucky. I keep getting good circumstances, good fortune, things happen in my life, and I'm just drawing all that to me. The next day I wake up, I didn't sleep very well, and I'm feeling like crap. And maybe my partner's had a bad time and they just had a good yell at me or something. Now my state of being, whoa, is down here. It's down in this negative area. Now, what's closest to this? All of these thoughts, all of these beliefs, all these like negative parts of us, they are coming into play. They're the predominant way I'm thinking. Now I'm living, I'm creating from this energy, from these available points of being. So this is what I want to share. Um, your state of being doesn't change anything. You are this pattern. You are all these dots. You are everything. Now, there are ways of obviously transforming these negatives, but it's not necessary. You've got to focus on how you feel about yourself today, what kind of energy you're holding. Allow yourself to have these beliefs and not judge them. Be like, okay, yeah, I've got these negatives in me. I don't need to change them. I need to accept them because if I'm denying these parts of me, if I'm trying to force them down, if I'm trying to suppress them, it actually drags your state of being down lower. It makes them closer, more relevant, and it kind of supercharges their strength. But if you accept them, it's like, okay. I am an inherently lazy person, and that's okay. It's okay for me to be a bit lazy. This is just my nature. I'm very chill and very lax. But there's a positive aspect of it as well. I'm easygoing. That's the opposite. So every one of these negatives has an opposite. If you had a trauma in your life, something was created in the exact opposite position in the positive. I'm not sure what that is. You can meditate. You can like reflect on it. I know that these traumas, they're really horrible. Yeah, I get that they're horrible, and we can't justify them because obviously a lot of people are victims of circumstance, and you've gone through stuff which is just unforgivable or whatever. We're not saying that this is like invalid. I'm just saying that there was something that you're gifted in the positive realm as well. Maybe your parent died in a car crash. Sorry, it's terrible, but there was something positive. Maybe it was, well, I became so diligent about that I actually became a very strong protector so that my nephews, my nieces, whoever, I actually stepped into their life and started being proactive. And because I was afraid that they might get into the same situation. You know what I mean? Like, so now there's this part of you that grew, that became like a protector. So that's the opposite that grew. I hope I didn't lose you there, but this is still like just what happens. So move your state of being. If you're fatigued, if you've been in the negatives for too long, and you'll feel it, you're drained, you got no energy left. That's because you've been dwelling down in this lower region for too long. Find practices which will lift you up. Yoga can be really good. Breathing techniques can be really good. Um, Sometimes going for an ayahuasca ceremony, sometimes just getting regular good sleep, improving your diet, find ways to lift yourself up in the positive, even though you believe the negatives about yourself or you're denying them and it's draining you. Find ways to lift yourself up a little bit by day. One of those good ways is to actually embrace this part of you and have a good cry. I just did it, and I feel it didn't kill me. It makes me feel relief because I let out some of the pressure. It feels good. Like when you're in the moment, it feels horrible, but then afterwards, it's like, ah, a bit better. I can let my state of being go up higher now. So, you know, maybe consider that. Have a good cry session. I was thinking about actually running a video here and doing a full session for what I call cry therapy. Um, it's inherently positive because it just releases that pressure from you. Anyway, so yeah, that was what I want to share today. And so yeah, I hope you guys are able to lift your state of being to find a way to do it. Let yourself get a little bit higher, microdose a little bit of joy. Let yourself have a little bit more optimism in your day. Just try to go a little bit higher today. Just let yourself just drift up, and you'll find you'll be closer aligned to the reinforcing memories and associations of positivity. And that really helps because we can create a lot more from the positive than the negative, but we can't deny the negative. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.